brachiocephalic vein. The next ones are a pair of veins, which are jugular veins. Now the one is kind of mangled because that's where they cut, they drain the blood, and they inject the latex. So that would be, there's a little part of it there. That is the right external jugular vein. More medial is the right internal jugular vein. And again, all of them are draining into the right brachiocephalic vein, which in turn drains into the superior vena cava, into the right atrium. Same thing on the left side. Basically, mirror image of the right. You have, again, this would be the left internal jugular vein. It is broken. And then the left external jugular vein, okay, draining the left brachiocephalic. Here is the left cephalic vein and the left subclavian vein, which again is draining the left forelimb. All going into the brachiocephalic veins and then into the superior vena cava to the right atrium. Okay? And then you can see down here, in the posterior part, this vessel right here, this is the inferior vena cava, also known as the caudal vena cava, because it's closer to the tail. This thing right here. It also drains the lower part of the body, or posterior part of the body, into the right atrium again. All right, down here in the abdominal pelvic cavity, the blue vessel, again, that's the inferior vena cava, or caudal vena cava. This blue vessel here, which is draining the kidney, happens to be the left, so this would be the left renal vein. Okay, so that's bringing kidney blood into the inferior vena cava to return to the heart and pumped out in the arteries. And then down here, you can see the vena cava basically forks, and these would be that's the inferior vena cava, and the branches off here would be right and left common iliac veins. Okay, the pig does have common iliac veins, but not common iliac arteries. Okay, you can see it extends out here to eventually go into the leg and the femoral veins and bring blood back. Okay, let's look at the major arteries. We start here with the artery coming out of the right ventricle. That's the pulmonary trunk, which splits into pulmonary arteries that carry blood to right-left lungs. Okay? And then this would be part of the aorta. That's the aortic arch. And it has only two branches off. The first one is a brachiocephalic artery, which gives off three arteries, not two as in humans. The first one is this vessel, comes out here, okay, and actually runs into the right forelimb. So that supplies blood to the right forelimb. The next one is this vessel, which is the right common carotid artery, supplies the right side of the neck and head. And the third one is the left common carotid artery, which in humans comes off directly off the aortic arch as a middle vessel. But in pigs, it comes off the brachiocephalic vein. That's a difference. The last vessel here is the left subclavian vein, which runs out here, okay, and supplies the left forelimb. By the way, before you leave, make sure that you initially attendance sheet. Also clean up your work area with a disinfectant, wipe it up, and discard the paper towels in the trash. And your pig, when you're through with it, put it back in the bucket over there, and clean off your dissecting tools, put them there, and also your dissecting pen. Any dissection waste that came out of that pig, don't throw it in the sink, wrap it up in a paper towel, and put it in the waste baskets, okay? And by the way, the pigs will be available, direct to send if you want to come in those buckets that are labeled Harrison, AMP2. Okay. So here's the aortic arch again, two vessels, brachiocephalic artery, and the left subclavian artery. And out here, by the way, these things that look kind of like strings, those are actually nerves. Okay, so you can ignore those to supply or innervate the forelimbs. Here too, you can also see the aorta. That'd be thoracic aorta running right along the midline. Everybody see it there? Okay, big vessel right here. Okay, it penetrates the diaphragm. Now it's the abdominal aorta. And the first major artery coming off the abdominal aorta is this one, the pink one there. That is the celiac artery. The next major vessel is this one, also pink, which is the superior mesenteric artery, and they supply most abdominal pelvic organs. The celiac artery and the superior mesenteric artery. The next major vessel off is this one, which is the left renal artery, supplying blood to the kidney. And notice it roughly parallels the left renal vein. And notice the vein is larger than the artery, which holds its shape better because it's got a thicker wall. Then it continues down here in the abdominal aorta. And you can see there are forks and branches. We've got three pairs of branches. The first one is most lateral or the thinnest. These are gonadal arteries. You can forget about those. They're not on your list. But the next major branch, as we work toward the middle, here And here, you'd think would be common iliac arteries, they're not. They're external iliac arteries. So this external iliac, eventually when it goes in the leg, it becomes the femoral artery. In this case, it would be the left femoral. There's also one on the right. The other, the medial branch here, okay, these are the umbilical arteries, and they run along this sac-like structure, which becomes the urinary bladder. And they go right up to the umbilical cord. Okay, and here's the other one on the other side. So you have a right and a left umbilical artery. They're carrying blood from the fetus to the placenta to be aerated. When it comes back from the placenta, it comes back by the umbilical vein, which you can see right here. There's only one of those, and then runs up into the liver. And here, it's highly oxygenated blood. So here's another exception. The fact that arteries usually carry blood of higher oxygen content in corresponding veins. We saw it up here in the lungs in the pulmonary circuit. Remember, the pulmonary arteries were in blue because they have low oxygen content blood. The red ones were the pulmonary veins, high oxygen content blood being carried back to the heart. Same thing here. Your umbilical arteries are carrying blood away from the fetus to be aerated in the placenta and then come back via the umbilical vein, highly oxygenated, and return it to the fetus. And here's the other end of that umbilical vein. Okay? So the umbilical circuit and the pulmonary circuit, the arteries are carrying blood of lower oxygen content than the corresponding vein. Okay? Any questions? Good, that's what you need to find.